Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back here to Schmoe Me the Money. For a first time on this channel, we're doing a trailer reaction, breaking down what we see in the trailer type of videos. The first time we've done it on the channel. At first, Geoff and I were like, do we want to do this? Because it's probably going to get taken down anyway. But the trailer is so out of this world bonkers. Geoff's like, screw it. Let's just do it.
Yeah, let's just fucking do it.
It was so great. We have the amazing Zack here, who is from the family show. He also runs our scoreboard for our main show, and the amazing Matt Thomas from Spin from the Reel. Who Are They Real
Seen
Entertainment.
him lose twice on our show.
He's also a part of the family show, so this is kind of like a little bit of a tease for our family show that we will be doing tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. But before we get started, what's everyone's thoughts just on the trailer?
Let's start with Zack, because he outside of me, he's the biggest Fast and the Furious guy here.
I mean, I watched it once a couple hours ago, and literally I typed this in a group chat with Geoff and Buck. I just wrote, Jesus Christ. That's literally the only reaction I could. I think that's the only reaction you can have to it.
Right?
Because it's fucking batshit insane.
It's
in the best way possible.
Yes.
And Geoff, I think I'm the one who brought this to your attention. I'm like, did you see this? And you're like, well, this is definitely a superhero franchise.
No. I definitely I saw it earlier. Buck had shared it to everyone. I was like, oh my god, it's out already. It's what do you think? What do you think, Matt?
The first thing I said when I saw the trailer, I was like, oh my fucking god.
Right.
That the only reaction I could. And granted, they have given us two, not one, but two 3.5-minute trailers, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not short trailers. They're big. They're long trailers.
And Geoff and I were talking earlier. Clearly, they don't give a fuck about spoilers.
Not
they're giving you everything you could want.
They haven't really spoiled that much, though.
Okay, we'll get into it. I mean, do we want to just start going through the trailer, because there's some stuff in here that I think is worth
talking.
Getting into. Okay,
I don't know how many times I've watched it.
I'm on like 8 personally.
I think
I watched it 3 times, 2 or 3 times.
I've just watched it the once, so this is going to be like, a whole new like tidal wave hitting me once again here. So
let's go.
All right, let's do it. Okay.
We got to hear muted, and I feel like we could do it in like really low volume while we talk over it, but
okay, so let's just pause right away, which is one, we see that they are rebuilding
the house.
The
1327.
Can I be honest?
1327.
Can I be honest?
Where is it? Boom.
I'm like 90% sure this is the end of the film.
No.
It feels like it would be a very appropriate end.
Because you're seeing the barbecue, and earlier on in the film, we see Dom it's not film, trailer, we'll almost get to it in just a few moments. We see Dom and Letty are living like, and we saw it in the first trailer, living like this quiet life out in the middle of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And
interesting.
And there have been rumors for the past couple of years that Paul Walker's family has been advocating for let us come back, and let's figure out how we can bring Brian back, using us and respect for us and Paul, because he'd want this to happen. And you see a blue Skyline.
I was going to say the Skyline, that is Brian's car. Like, nobody else drives a Skyline. Like, I mean, other than Leon, but I mean, Leon's been gone for a long, long time.
Precisely. So this is just me trying to put 2 and 2 together. Like, we've heard they want to come bring Brian back. And the families, the actual estate of Paul Walker is all for it. You see the blue Skyline. You see everyone at a barbecue, which is traditionally how the films end.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right, but to me, I can see it also working as a thing in the beginning, and they're out where they're out in wherever like the quiet area is, because they're currently building the house.
Yeah, I could see this being either the very beginning or the very end.
But this house, that is where they have their barbecues, no matter what, even when it's under construction.
This is the other reason why I say it's the end, because Twinkie and our boy Sean Black is there.
Oh, Sean
Sean,
Boz.
yeah,
Boz.
Sean
him,
Boswell,
Boz-
Lucas
Boswell.
Black.
Lucas Black.
Yeah.
The character Sean.
Good job, Ben Bateman. You got there.
Hey, at least I actually combined his real name and the character name. But you see Twinkie and Sean Blackwell there. And why else would they be there? Because it seems like from that first trailer, and this is just me because I watched the first trailer after watching this one, it seems like they go to them in the middle of the film.
Okay.
So
well, let's just approach this scene
Yes.
by scene. We'll get there. All right. So now this is Brian.
obviously we're going to space.
Brian.
This is Brian, little Brian.
It's a good bookend that it starts with the spaceship and then it ends with the spaceship.
Yeah.
Space,
So
baby.
okay,
Yeah. So
that makes
that's
sense.
Brian.
There we got our boy Don Omar at the grill.
And then
look
right
right
there.
there.
So Ramsey,
anyone-
Ramsey still being courted by
Flirtatious.
both Tej and Rome. I guess this is like 4 years later, and they are still working their game on her.
That kid looks like he's 5, like 5 or
Yeah.
older. So in my head, I'm like, wait, does that mean like Brian and Mia's son is like nearly 10 at this point?
Yeah, he's got to be because
What
I
this
mean,
means is they had to push the timeline forward in order to make Sean Boswell look the age he actually is.
That is true.
Yes.
Because in that next shot, he looks exactly like Tom Dagnino.
oh my gosh.
But either way, it's funny to me that 5 years later or whatever this is, because
She still hasn't decided.
yeah. Well, I mean, at the end of Fate of the Furious, she's like, what's my last name? And neither one of them know. And Tej is like, it's gonna be Parker. And she's like, once you guys figure that out, you can come talk to me. It's 5 years later. Okay, have either of them figured it out yet? Okay. All right.
Yeah. See, look. Tell me
Oh,
that's
wow.
not Tom Dagnino.
That looks like a
just
straight-laced,
Tom Dagnino.
straight-laced Tom Dagnino.
But he looks
I'll
old as
put on
fuck
some-
right there.
And
Dude, yeah,
is it weird that like, man, Bow Wow looks
Not very much older.
So no, but he looks young, but he looks puffier. I
He
don't
looks
know
fuller.
how else.
Yes.
He looks fuller.
He's filled out his frame a little bit there.
Oh, it's because he's not skin and bones anymore.
Okay, but here's the thing. So this movie then takes place in like probably 2022 then, if Dom's kid is like 4 or 5 years old now. Maybe 2021, I guess. Which means Sean Boswell is like 25 years old.
He doesn't have good
Okay.
genetics.
Well,
No.
hold on. Here's what I'm curious about. How old is Brian and Mia's son in Furious 7?
He's like they're like dropping him off at preschool. He's like
he's
4.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
So, and what's the time jump? And this is why Dom having the kid never made sense to me.
Yeah, the time I agree, because having just watched Fate of the Furious again, the timeline makes no sense because apparently Elena she found out she was pregnant just before Dom found out Letty was alive, which happens when Brian's kid is already like 3 years old, when Mia is pregnant, right? So,
No, Mia's had the kid. She had the kid in the beginning of 6, and that's when she.
oh
said
yeah,
she-
but it's just like a little baby though. But right,
Yeah,
it's
so
a newborn baby.
So she just had the baby, and that's around the same time that Elena might have
We're
been a
spending a
month or
lot
two
of time
pregnant.
on this.
Yes.
We're spending
Man.
way too much time on
Yes,
this.
we're 10 seconds into the trailer. Okay.
So it's
And we're
it's
10
all
minutes into this episode.
So
Hey,
we should be
yeah.
about a 3-hour video here.
right. Yeah. So and anyways,
but you get my point. There's a lot of math
Yes.
here.
Yeah, the math.
Brian's kid should be roughly between 8 to 10 months older than Dom's.
Correct.
Kid.
Yes.
But Brian's
Less
kid
than a year.
Is like
Brian's
3
kid
and a
is
half
like
years older.
3.5, 4 years old, and
Yeah.
Fast and Furious 7 and we find out Dom has like a kid who's just about a year old.
Why are we actually talking about this? Why does this fucking
I don't
matter?
know.
Because we
Why does
care
it
about the
matter?
franchise.
Here we go.
This is the Spider-Man Homecoming
All right,
being
we're
set
back
in a
in the
certain year
garage.
thing. No one gives a shit about what year it is.
Okay.
Solo
One shots of each one of our people.
See, they look like they're just living the happy life.
Yes.
People are coming to visit. That's why I say
Yeah.
that's got to be the end. The other.
All right,
I
now
believe
here's
this is-
him. Here's him recapping.
He's talking
all
about
the
blowing up
crazy shit.
tanks, planes, trains,
I can't believe
everything.
we've done that.
Yeah.
Do you notice? By the way, did anyone notice all the money that's around them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which means
let's-
that they're in the
Money
middle of some
plane.
other mission. Money
Yeah,
plane.
let's-
Yeah, no, it's
let's
'cause
pause here.
because they're around some kind of. They're doing some kind of mission when he's talking about it, which means that they're doing something else that involves collecting money.
Yeah, I believe he's probably saying like someone's saying, this job is impossible, and he's either doing one of two things. He's saying nothing's impossible. Here's a list of all the things we've done, or he's saying, look, I'll take down a plane, a train, or whatever, but I'm not going to the international space station or something.
You're right. Yeah, he's like planes, trains, and automobiles. Gotcha. But anything
Tanks
past
also.
that,
Yeah.
not sure. Yeah.
Plane, trains, and
That's sort of
tanks.
that's
Oh
sort
no,
of
he
an
did
automobile.
submarines. Submarines also he mentions. So
He said
He did.
yeah.
You mean him being the only person that went to Antarctica to film, and everyone else was green screen separate from him?
What?
Yeah.
Is
Did you
that
not
a
know
thing?
that?
Why? No. Why would that be a thing?
I from my understanding, he's the only one that was sent to film on location in Antarctica, and everyone else is green screened.
What? They're all in all the scenes together. What are you talking about?
They're like, I don't know. I heard something that he was actually filming in
chase.
actual.
Yeah, but
certain
he's
chase
the
stuff.
only one that actually
Oh.
gets out of a car.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Everyone else is
everyone else is in
inside
their
a car. So
Yeah, you're
that
Wow, that's brutal. Okay, anyways, here we have a car launching off a cliff and getting picked up by a stealth jet of some sort.
Cypher back at it.
Magnets, baby. Science, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
what
Science,
is
bitch.
physics?
That's a Breaking Bad reference. I got that.
Yes.
Good job.
Thank you.
What are
Now this is, I mean, we saw this in the first trailer, so
yeah? So we can keep going.
not as exciting, but still fucking crazy.
Oh, who's that guy?
John Cena.
The-
He's
okay, so
Dom's
the way
brother.
So the way that she delivers this, I'm wondering if they have her knowing the melodrama in the Fast and Furious franchise.
Mhm.
It makes me actually question: did they just cut her line in half, the audio, so they could play it to make it sound like she's trying to be dramatic, or did
Right.
they actually tell Michelle Rodriguez to be that dramatic in delivering her line?
It's
No,
just
I think
it's that-
Dom-
I think it's that dramatic.
I think it's just that
Dom's
dramatic.
brother.
Yeah.
Like you could hear like the drum roll in between.
Right. And do we buy John Cena as
Sure,
Dom's
because we buy every
little brother.
fucking else. We buy everything else.
Well, and I was it last week or the week before I brought up it's a very valid option that he could be from a different mother
sure, yeah.
or a different father even because
But
we
the other
always,
thing is
we
if
always hear
Letty-
about his father. We don't hear a lot about their mother.
that's true. And I will say if Letty knows who he is, then he had to have been around at some point, while Letty was growing up with them.
But once again, that could be the mother stepped out and she brought him over so he can at least try to be around family, and because maybe Dom doesn't have this relationship with his mother like he did his father, he pushed Jacob to the side. And that's why he's like, you never turn your back on family, but you turn your back on me, like he says in this.
Yeah.
So
Maybe the whole reason why he's all about family is because he thought that was an ultimate betrayal or something that he felt
Exactly.
with him.
Mhm.
So I mean, and also it looks like Cena's getting a bit of that tan on so that he can kind of like look similar to Jordana Brewster and Vin Diesel and whatever.
Except his
ethnically
hands are
ambiguous Vin Diesel
white as all
is.
hell. His hands
He does
are so
look,
chalk white.
if I just like cover his hair
hand?
and if I imagine him bald, like he does look vaguely like Vin Diesel here. Okay, with the tan, I think the tan is doing a lot of heavy lifting, honestly. All right, let's do this.
Let's keep going.
Okay, and we
Cypher.
have,
And by the way,
Cypher is back.
Cypher has a still a strange haircut, but much better than last time around.
Hey,
I don't know.
she's not-
I'll
she
take the
doesn't
dreads
have-
over the
no,
bowl cut.
No, We do not do white people with dreads here.
Okay, I'm sorry, but a bowl cut?
Charlize Theron's pulling it off.
Yeah, she's great, but a bowl cut.
No, I'm talking about she's pulling the bowl cut off. Like
I had a bowl cut in the 3rd grade. This hair is the exact hair I had in the 3rd grade.
You're also a boy. Like
True.
I'm over here.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
You're also.
Oh. I'm not 40.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
I'm over here like, yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. Heavy on the mascara.
Heavy on
and
the
a bowl
makeup in
cut.
general.
Yeah.
Are you just judging? Keep going.
What? I'm just saying, like, this is the look. Just
Keep going.
You know, we talked about John Cena's tan, and
This is where he's talking about, but you turn your back on me.
yeah,
And now I'm gonna.
and those
Now-
are
now
super
you're my
soldiers
world.
coming in. And all right, that move. Oh, that's a good frame. Dom. She's just yelling Dom. But if you guys saw that last scene, Dom just like
Actually lost the fight.
double hand karate chop people in the neck like Austin Powers style.
Yeah,
which is
you
pretty
know
great.
that Dom is absolutely the kind of guy that would yell judo chop too when he does it.
Judo chop.
I would laugh if there's an outtake where he actually does it. He's like, he jumps.
No.
Judo
You- Vin Diesel takes this way too seriously. He would never make
Yes,
a
he
joke like
does.
that. And I find it offensive that you think that he would.
Me too. Get out of here, Brandon. Okay, anyway.
All right.
Judo chop. Right into the neck.
Oh, I didn't do that. My
That was
hands were
Buck
down.
who did
That was
that.
Brandon. Yeah, Buck did that to himself. Yeah, okay. So there's this with the music from the first trailer now of them fighting. By the way, the double shots with the music to like sync up here. Good editing,
Oh,
good sound
what a-
editing there.
Who is that? You guys see somebody in the background there?
Oh, who
pointing
could
a
that
gun?
be?
Who
Who
is
could it
that?
be?
Who just shot these people? Let's see. I see
Who could-
some
I just see people running away.
All right. Who could it be?
and whoa.
Oh!
Whoa.
Whoa.
I thought he was
Who's
dead.
that? He's
thought he was
100% dead.
100%.
I still think it could be a brother.
No. There's no way that it's going to be the same thing of him being there with the same eating
Hold on.
fucking
Oh
habit.
no,
that
I
he
was gonna
did.
say. I will tell you exactly why I know it's him
I
when we
know
get
it's him
there.
because of the chips, but like
Yeah.
I'm holding out hope that
No.
they're really well
Okay.
explained or it's a brother.
So the crazy thing about this trailer with regard to Han is that in the first trailer, it's like a reveal that Han is back. He's like, "Did you miss me?" or
He's
something. I don't know.
What's
He
up,
gives
guys?
some line. He gives
What's up,
some
guys?
line or something like that. Yeah.
Just watching.
Yeah.
Whereas
What's up,
this
guys?
in this trailer, he is in this trailer a lot and with no fanfare. It's just like he's just there, and
It's because
they don't draw attention to it in any meaningful way.
I
Let's
thought
put
this
this
was
in
their
context.
attempt at
Let's put this in context. When the first trailer for F9 The Fast Saga, which is the title that they are intentionally using for this movie,
Mhm.
when that trailer came out, do you remember how they revealed the trailer? They
Like a
had
fucking
this
concert.
enormous concert in Miami
Oh wow!
with hundreds and they had thousands of people, and they
I
had
wish I would've been
Cardi
there.
B, and they
Right
had all
before
these other
COVID.
musicians do this whole thing, and then it ended with the whole cast coming out without Sung Kang first. And they did the trail, and they did the whole trailer, and at the end, he's revealed.
Yeah.
It's a reveal made specifically for this giant event. And now that the event
then it says,
occurred,
Justice
for the
for
last
Han at
year-
the end of it.
yeah, and the end of the trailer says "Justice for Han." If you recall, that was over a year ago.
Right.
So
It was last
people have
February.
known that care about this, that watch these trailers. They've known for a year that he's back. They can't do another reveal thing.
I know it doesn't have to be a reveal in this trailer, but there should at least be like some sense of like, wow, I can't believe he's back.
No,
in
no,
this,
No,
right?
there shouldn't, because this is trailer 2. If this was your first trailer, yes, but this is
Yeah, but I
trailer
want to
2.
get that in the movie.
Yeah, you won in the movie, but like Jeff and I said, they clearly don't give a fuck about spoilers at this point.
Well, yeah,
Because at this
very clearly.
point, this should have been released over a year ago.
Here's what I want to know: how did he get out of the car? We watched him blow. Like
we watched the car blow up.
This wasn't a matter of like Letty, and it cut away right beforehand when we were in Dom's mind palace. And then later on, it was shown how she survived. No, this was like we watched him get lit on fire and blow up. And I just want to know.
First of all,
how
in the Fast
survive?
universe, fire is imaginary. Okay, we've seen Dom walk through the fire. We saw Owen Shaw get blasted through a fireball and out of an airplane. He's fine. Letty got blown up. She's fine.
You're right.
Dom's fine.
Fire
is meaningless.
Yes,
they
was.
They live by the code of Guitar Hero's hardest song, Through the Fire and Flames. They walk through both. I get it.
No,
so why don't we keep going?
Sean, to answer your question, if you go to the end of Furious 6, you see him upside down in the car.
He's joking.
I know.
He was joking.
I know he is. Let me hear my fun quiz show. Damn it!
I'm just saying.
Oh, and this. He's like, how do you want to do it? How you want to do it? And he just goes fast.
Right.
Oh.
I love this. I don't know how to drive.
Oh yeah, she does. She turns on the windshield wipers and shit.
And it's so funny. It's like she was the
okay. What do we have here? Is that a knife or a katana or a?
No, it's just
baton?
a nightstick. It's a baton nightstick type deal.
I was wondering if we were getting into sword fighting now.
Yeah. So Kelly is correct. It doesn't matter when we keep questioning things like how did he survive.
Shit.
Physics don't matter. Yeah. Look at this. Look at that.
Now this is a move that he learned from Brian from
hiding off on a building.
Fast and Furious. Elite diving abilities.
I love this one, Kelly. Physics does not exist in the Fast and Furious universe.
I just brought it up and talked about it.
Oh, sorry, I was watching the trailer.
Yeah, he was focused. All right, he's more focused on the trailer than he is the chat, which I can respect.
The 20 feet between building to building.
Hey, by the way, we're 22 minutes into this. How far into the trailer are we?
We are halfway through the trailer.
Yeah,
we're good.
Okay.
We're doing good.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, we took 10 minutes for the first 10 seconds of the trailer. So we're moving at a fine pace now.
Well, remember, we spent about 5 minutes trying to break down like the logistics
the
of how
age of the
children
kids.
are.
Yes. Okay. Like, what an incredible leap.
Look at that.
Can you kill him when
and
the time
his head?
comes?
Okay. Hold on.
Cypher, oh my, and she's back.
Yes.
That's
Mrs.
Shaw.
Queenie Shaw.
Yes.
Shaw.
Okay. In that scene, do any of you guys have any construction experience? Have you ever framed a door or anything like that?
Technically, yes.
Anybody?
There's
above a door. There is what's called a header. It is a big, thick, heavy
beam.
piece of wood that supports the opening. In that scene right there, when he gets tackled, his head blows a hole through what should be a header on a door. Okay, so pretty good stuff.
So I noticed that, and I just thought I noticed that exact shot when I was thinking when I saw Ben's tweet earlier about this is firmly in superhero territory, and I'm like, honey, it's been in superhero territory.
And where you're like, if you tuned into the family show,
he did. He did. He said it.
He said it.
He said, if you had tuned in to the family show Fast and Furious 6, you would have heard we all agreed this is when it went to superhero territory.
Good. Okay, let's see here. Oh, actually, hold on. That scene in the trailer is so good. She's like, will you hit the e-brake for me, sweetheart? And he's like,
so in our Watt group chat, we were talking about the trailer, and they're like, oh, why is Queenie Shaw in there? I'm like, well, because you need a way to explain why the Shaw siblings aren't in this fucking thing. One. Yeah. Two, I mean, are you going to say no to putting Helen Mirren in a film when she was the one who was like, oh, I'd love to do a Fast and Furious movie?
That's literally why she's in Fate of the Furious, because she said, I want to be in it because I like the series.
Yeah.
That's why she's there.
And they're like, hey, we can't, let's come up with the mother for Shaw. But like, she's honestly given the most badass part in the movie. And props to Chris for this joke, because he straight up said, he's like, the only reason she's in here is because she doesn't have a clause in her contract saying that she has to look cooler than Vin Diesel. I'm like, well, she looks cooler than him in that scene already. So hey,
yeah.
Oh boy!
All right, we got
Here it comes. Here it comes. The whole
here we
magnet
go.
shit. The whole
Magnets.
magnet.
Science,
Magnets.
bitch.
How do they work?
Science, bitch.
Oh my gosh! Holy hell!
Pulls the fucking washers and dryers out of the goddamn. And let's just
literally picking. Hold on. That car just got pulled through the side of a truck. It pulled it through the building, and it just punched a fucking hole through this truck. Look, this is a car-sized hole in a truck. This is incredible.
And
Wait for it.
I
The
still
one
love
that's
it.
next.
I still love it.
Okay. Well,
Then there's
I believe
this
is what
shit.
Cypher said.
Then there's
yes.
this shit.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Science.
It's so good.
And then it
It's
has
so
him
good.
obviously ADR because he doesn't say
Yeah.
in that exact shot. He says what he's like, it's good to be back or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. There we
Then
go.
this, like, okay, so here's the deal. The way that this shot works, based on the timing in the trailer, we're at about the 2-minute mark here. Because I went
we're
and I looked
2.5
for-
minutes into the trailer.
Yeah, we're okay. The 2.5 minutes. This falling and hitting the ground would have been where it should cut and go straight to the titles, but no, they decided to show half the whole fucking stunt sequence in the next 30 seconds.
Hell yeah. They want to know. They want you to know how fucking crazy this is going to be. Like really know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boom.
And
Yeah,
the
right
classic move sideways move.
Yeah, like the reason why
All right, now it's
Charlize
rolling
Theron
backwards.
died in Prometheus is because she didn't just
Yes.
run to the left.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
I spent my whole life in
And
your
now
shadow.
hold on.
You're
Now,
now
by
spend
the
the
way,
rest of your life in
that-
my shadow.
that run there of him running through the tube of that thing, that is as soon as I watched that, I thought, didn't Brian do like the same thing
Right.
as
He
Boss
did.
with Tony Jaa?
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
So
Yep. And I you can tell it's going to be like the exact same scenario where it's leaning over the edge and it's going to start falling and he's going to have to run through it before it drops.
No,
But then
because
he drives it down.
He literally
He
just
drive-
jumps out the fucker.
he drives
Oh.
it down. Look, it lands and then it rolls over. Like, look what he does. And he jumps out at the last second, like he does in Fast 5.
Oh,
Like, look
because
at
he's
it,
running
sorry,
to the
he's
front of
going
it.
through.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
He's
It's
running to the
rolling
front.
and he's running to the front. Yeah. Oh, and Let's
Boom.
go.
And then
And
look,
also-
he jumps out. He jumps out at the last second.
yeah. Oh,
See?
jeez. All right.
Boom.
So the CG
then-
in this scene right here is bad.
Yes.
It's not good.
Yes.
It's like very cartoonish, which is unfortunate because up until now, there's only been one, I think, like noticeably bad CG scene in the entire franchise, which is the jumping over the overpass, catching Letty, and then smashing into a car scene. From
There was something in there
Fast
was
and
something in
Furious
Fast
6.
and Fast and Furious 4 had like a pretty bad CG scene that had to do with something to do with when they were in the mines or something. I thought it didn't look that great, but let's keep going
yeah,
because
maybe.
there's not much left here.
Also, Cypher knows how to fly jets, which is sick.
The
There we
fast
go.
saga.
Boom.
Okay, and here
And
we
now
go.
This.
We are going to space. They are duct taping their scuba gear on, I guess. I'm not.
And by the way,
don't think
can we
that's a space.
can we
They're
They-
homemade.
Yes,
Their
this is-
homemade astronaut suits.
This is
and you know that
a
Chad
Back to the
probably designed
Future.
it all.
Yeah, this looks like straight out of Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks insane.
Yes, but the question is, where do we think they are actually going? Do you think they're just going to like do a low Earth orbit parachute jump like that one dude did for Red Bull? He had to be like in a full blown spacesuit when he did that because the air was so
You know
thin.
what?
But I can't figure out why they would do that.
What if they're doing something because Cypher has access to some kind of satellite?
Oh, dude. Yeah, maybe they got to get into a low orbit.
But can we mention
satellite.
this is a NOS powered rocket?
Hell yeah, dude.
Of course it's
What
NOS.
else would you
Of
power it
course
with?
It's NOS.
I mean, there's only
We'll
one
see.
thing that could throw these people. No, dude, that's nitro meth. Okay. NOS is nitrous oxide. These dudes would never run nitro meth. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Rome might, but. Anyways.
Anyways,
June
And
25th.
They're off.
June
Like,
25th.
what? Oh my gosh, this is so sick. Like,
Yeah.
terrible but sick.
Yes.
June
And boom.
25th.
Boom.
There we go.
I'm sorry. This movie has basically reached Godzilla versus Kong territory where people admit the movie makes no damn sense, but they still just love it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, but I'm all for it.
All right. Are there any scenes that you guys want me to jump back to from the trailer?
No, because we went through them. I said,
Yeah, I was going to say we dug in pretty deep there, but just in case anyone wanted to jump back to anything.
We've spent 1/3 of this entire video just talking about how old their kids are. Now, here's what I think.
All right.
Oh, and Brian being back. Brian being back.
All right. Can you guys see through the window tint?
Nope, that's a black window tint.
Okay. Let's see. Enhance. Enhance. No? Okay. Oh, no, I lost it. Oh, come back. Okay. Wow, Dom's looking good here. He's looking
I'm like, he looks healthier than he did in the last one.
Yeah, he looks less like a thumb.
Yes, he does. He looks kind of like he's lost weight or something, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Maybe it's all that stress from that was like really retained in his shoulders that had him look like that. I think that whatever he lost, Bow Wow found.
Yes, they had a nice little swap.
Yeah, I just can't believe like that's the shot that they used for Lucas Black. Like it's honestly.
It looks like
what I want to know is
a white line on his neck that looks like either a scar or like it looks like he should have neck tattoos.
So what I'm curious about is now here's
I see the white line. It looks like it's just
now that I think about it, I'm wondering if you're actually more correct, actually, Matt, that this could be, stuff at the end. Because first of all, why the fuck would these three guys
That was my point.
in LA? Unless they're there because of Han, because the only interaction they've had was when Dom went there to just,
Well, pause.
And that was
There is a second interaction. We see that in the first trailer. There's a second interaction in that first trailer.
Why do I not remember that at all?
It's when they're showing off that like grappling gun. I could pull it up actually.
And Twink is in that.
Twink isn't in it. Twink isn't in it, but Sean and the other guy are.
Zach can pull it up because he's the one who has the window.
Well, I'm just trying to find the time code for Zach to make it easier for him.
You know what? Good call.
Trailer.
Good call.
1 year ago.
I am all for this movie, even though it's not going to make a lick of sense. But I don't care. I just don't care.
Mm-hmm. It's.
Let's see.
Earl.
See Earl in the first trailer right before Han shows up.
Who's Earl?
Okay, here. It's the 2-minute 11-second mark.
All right, that's definitely at the beginning of the trailer. Who's Earl again? Who's Earl? Why am I blanking out on who Earl is?
Oh wait, I'm at 2:11. I don't see it.
Just hit play.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
And it's a quick pull it up, boom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that is why I say it's the end. It makes no other sense than for that to be the end and the tease that Brian's coming back for the last two films.
I'm very curious as to how. Oh, I didn't realize his name was Earl. I didn't know his name. I guess because it was like they didn't really focus on any of like the other friends. Right. I knew there was another person, but I didn't know the name.
You put a rocket on a. It's cool, right? No.
Yeah. So look at that. It looks like a fucking DeLorean.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Well. Anyways. So, all right. Final thoughts here before we just kind of wrap this up.
I can't wait to watch this movie.
Yeah, I'm fucking jacked.
This will be the first Fast film. I will see in theaters.
This is about as excited as I've been for a Fast and Furious movie since Fast and Furious.
Really?
So, yeah.
Remember, that was the gang
Right,
back
yeah,
together again, and
yeah, that was a big moment for me and my college friends.
Too bad it was a letdown, but
It was a little bit of a letdown.
Letdown is relative because just because we dislike some more
At
than
the
others,
time, was it a letdown?
I
don't know who this is.
In the ending of the trailer. Well, thank you for popping by, man. But
of the trailer.
I'm wondering, what's the ending of the trailer here? The ending of the trailer has to do with the
Vin jumping out of the fucking
Vin jumping out of the thing, and then it goes and hits the plane. So that's interesting how the end of the movie might connect to that. I'm not sure how it would through a theory, but obviously open to anything. This is obviously
maybe he means the end of the first trailer, because the end of the first trailer shows Dom giving the necklace to.
That's the beginning of the first.
Oh, you're right. That's the beginning.
That's another reason why I think this is they showed us the end of the movie in this trailer.
The end of the first trailer is
it's the car swinging on the fucking thing.
The end for the first trailer is Justice for Han.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, right. That's the very, very end. Yeah.
That's the very end. I'm thinking of the end before
after the title card has already come up. Right?
Yeah. So, but anyways, I think at that point, I don't know what else we could say other than we're hyped. So
I'm hyped.
Do you think we'll get another trailer before June 25th?
No.
Nah.
They've roughly given us 7 minutes of movie already.
Oh, hold on. There is one thing we haven't mentioned, which is that Mia is in a lot of the cuts from these trailers. Yes. So
but they made it known she was coming back even before we got a trailer. They said she was coming back.
But I'm curious to see how they integrate her without necessarily bringing Brian.
Brian's with the kid. Simple as that. Brian's with the
but
kid.
I mean the whole idea is that he's not around because he's got to do.
Mia rather take the bullets than Brian because it's easier for. That's my guess.
This sounds like it makes enough sense. I mean, you keep that way you can get John Cena to be a part of the family.
Right. It's the same thing that you did with The Rock, same thing you did with Jason Statham,
Well,
you make them bad for a while and then you turn them around. Or not bad, but at least antagonistic.
See, I don't even think that scene, that armored train scene, I don't even think that's the end sequence.
I think that could be like in the middle or
I think it's going to be the end. And if I remember correctly, if you go to that sequence, you can see Tej and Rome in one of the cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
So I would push back on that. Not Venzo. So.
Hey, I think this is obviously a very deep, very introspective series, and I think that we need to wait to see how it actually comes out for us to
hold on,
see how it all plays out. Oh, we're gonna see this.
Yes, this is Han's car, right on the left hand side. Yeah.
You have Rome say, I just have it pulled up on mine. You have Rome say the line that we're messing with magnets and shit now.
Yeah.
And Venzo, you said I get what you're trying to say, but it makes no sense. It just based off of what we've seen right now.
I mean, I see where Matt's saying there. It sounds like there's like an echo on it. I don't know why there's an echo of my voice, but now it's gone. Tej and Roman seem to be like a part of what's going on like they're not in their suits. They're like a part of everything happening with that big giant truck van thing. So it seems like it doesn't line up 1-to-1, but the one could lead into the other somehow. We don't know. We're gonna see the movie.
That's what's fun
about talking about trailers.
And I would say I fully expect that Dom's brother joins them.
Yeah, of
by
course.
the end of the movie. That would
See,
be insane if he did anything.
They've hinted at that he and Cypher may be the villains throughout the final three. So That's
I'm also fine with that too.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think that's the perfect way to at least keep the through line going.
Give
So-
him a nice Vader arc. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Vader,
like
Kylo
have
Ren.
him in there, so that way it could be a true trilogy, as opposed to every time they announce
Yeah.
a film and say it's the start of the final trilogy, and then the next movie is the start of the final trilogy, and then the next movie is maybe this one actually is the start of a final trilogy. I guess we'll have to find out.
Perhaps.
Until then, Matt, where can people find you?
You can find me over on Watch Real Entertainment on YouTube, and you can find me on Twitter at WattMovies_Matt. WAT is how you spell Watt. Find me there. So,
All right, cool. And Zach, where can people? Thank you, man, for popping in. Thank you so much. Zach,
you can find me right here on this channel Thursdays at 9:30 for the family show.
Eastern.
Talking,
Yes, sir.
Eastern Daylight Time, talking about the Fast and the Furious franchise.
which will be back tomorrow.
Yep.
We'll be back tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow we will be back with our episode of The Family Show talking about Furious 7. It's going to be a blast. We have a whole lot of people in for that show. We got Matt here, we got Zach here, we got John Lestrina, we got Ferris Mathana, we got special guests John Knight of the FCL and Knight Entertainment. We have Maxwell Haddad and PJ Campbell also making their way in from the PJCN, the PJ Campbell Network, as well as PJ being the head writer of the Schmoe. We also have our main show on Tuesdays where we actually break down the previous week's matches from the movie Trivia Schmoe. And hopefully you guys keep checking us out. Make sure that you like and you subscribe and all that stuff. But before that, Buck, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at BrandonBuck88. You can see everything that I'm doing. You can also find Geoff over there at Geoff1106. It's his birthday. That's why it's 1106, everybody.
That's it.
Yep, that will do it. Until next time, we will see y'all later.